आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म निराकुर्यां मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Let us read third mantra. न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाक् गच्छति नो मनः न विद्मः न विजानीमः यथैतदनुशिष्यात्. So now in this mantra, as we saw, the teacher is trying to remove the expectation in the student that perhaps Brahman can be seen. He has the expectation that Brahman can be seen because he wants to see the Shrotra of the Shrotra. If that reality, if that truth is here, then it should be seen. Maybe that expectation is there in the student's mind. So the teacher is negating that. He said, eyes do not go there, eyes cannot see that. Na vag gachati, speech cannot speak about it. Na manaha, manaha cannot visualize that. Na vidmaha, we do not know Brahman as such and such. Na vijanimaha, yatha etad anushishyat. At the same time, other way that Brahman can be taught other than what we have said. This is what the teacher meant. So then we said in the morning that a student is obviously frustrated, that in that case, will I never be able to see Brahman? Will I never be able to visualize Brahman? Then teacher replies to that also. So then now we'll read verse number 4. See, as I said, not verse but mantra. In some text, the third mantra and fourth mantra are together. Here in your this handout, fourth mantra is given separate. So let us read that. Anyadeva tad viditat अथो अविदिता तधी इति शुश्रुम पूर्वेषाम् येनस्तद्व्याचचक्षिरे. So now teacher consoles him. He says, no, it's not that it cannot be taught. Agama has a way. Agamena tu shakyate eva pratyayitum. With the help of Agama, it can be taught. So the mantra said, what is the Agama? As I told you in the morning, that Agama are the proven words of the teacher, of the Acharya. They have been coming to us from parampara. So that is why parampara also is very important. This parampara that comes through agama. This agama means acharyas have communicated through these words, and over the time they have seen that it is very successful. So these kind of words of the Shastra and Acharya is called Agama. Okay? So what is the Agama? The words will be placed in such a way that, again, without creating any concept in the mind about Brahman, in that way the words are coined. And if you see it clearly, you will find that it is nothing but the prakriya of neti. Other than neti, neti means other than, through the method of negation. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says there is no other excellent method of teaching other than neti prakriya, na iti. Precisely because, again, as we said, Brahman cannot be described as such and such because it has no jati, no kriya, no guna, no sambandha, no rudhi. So it cannot be described. Then what to do? Then whatever is there which you see, you negate that. Then what remains? Not what remains, always it is there, but it is covered by all the qualities, jati, kriya, guna, sambandha. That is what we see. All that will be removed. Then what remains is Brahman. And that again we will be telling you that what remains is not shunyam or void or nihilism as Buddhists say. The philosophy of Buddhists and the 4 different parts of the Buddhism, they propound the theory of nihilism. Nihilism means shunyam. Sarvam shunyam, sarvam dukkham. That is what they say. But if shunyam is truth, then what will happen, you know? I will become shunyam. Because ultimately, I want to find the truth. And truth shows itself to be shunyam, void, nothingness. In other words, nothingness. Then what will I become? Nothingness. I will also be nothing. Then that will be the foundation upon which life will be based. Are we ready for that? And can we experience nihilism in any way? Tell me. Does anyone experience void? You won't experience void. After in Sushupti also, some vritti is going on. Plus, when you wake up from Sushupti, again there are vrittis, again you see the world. So never is there a moment that there is void. It is not nothingness. What you call nothingness is really asti, bhati, priyam, or sat, chit, ananda, existence. Nobody can ever negate existence. Abaditam. What is it? It is abaditam, non-negatable. And to say that it is negatable, then I am negating myself. I am negating myself. Just because I say that I negate, it won't be negated. I will always remain. I means that not small I of individual, but the cap. Let us now translate that. Anyat eva tad viditat. This is the Agama Vakya. Anyat eva tad viditat. It is different. Tat, it means it is different from Anyat, means it is different from what is Vidita. Vidita means that which is known, that which is knowable, and that which is manifest. That which is manifest that which can be objectified, that which is known, is called vidita. So Brahman or the truth is different from that which is known. Anyad eva tad vidita. This is first part of the mantra. And then the later part, atha atho aviditat adi. It is different from the known, then maybe it is unknown. Maybe it is unknown. Avidita can mean unknown, it can mean effect, it can mean avyakta. Avyakta means unmanifest. Something which is not manifest, just as the seed. You see the plant, that will be vidita, known. You can see it. But the seed, you don't see. Seed of the plant, you don't see. But someday when it grows in the form of, when it manifests in the form of the plant, then the same thing will be seen. So the first half said that Brahman is different from. Then Shruti said, aviditat adi. It is beyond or superior, which means it is different from unknown too. Different from known, different from unknown. Then from where did you get this? Where did you get it? So the Shruti says, iti shushruma purvesham ye naha tad vyata chakshire. This is what. So see, Shruti is so humble. Here the teacher is so humble. He says that this is what we have learnt from, we have heard from the earlier acharyas, from the parampara of the acharyas, of the teachers who have taught us this. Which means it is proven. Which means it is working. This vakya, this agama vakya is able to send home the message. Means is able to teach you what Brahman is without really creating any misconceptions or any ideas in the mind of the student. So see, words are used. Earlier the mantra said what? Tell me, what did the third mantra say? Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati. Vak also cannot go there. This is vak only, which means this vakya, anya deva tad viditat, atho aviditat is also a vakya, where speech is used. But still speech used in such a way that it implies it becomes lakshyartha. This is what lakshyartha means. See, we told you that Brahman is not available to be taught by vachyartha. It is not the direct meaning of any word. Just as when I say rose, then the word rose has this object called rose before it. Even if you don't see it, but when I utter the word rose, you know what it is. Because word and the object denoted by the word are always related. Word and its meaning go together. You cannot separate them. Pot, Bengal, khichdi. It will come in the evening. But now you know what it is. So word always carries the meaning with it. Words are definitely used here, but without creating any idea or any concept in your mind. That kind of, so this is what the sampradaya does. So we have to follow that. This is the safest way and the surest way that you learn from sampradaya. So now let us understand this mantra. So it teaches Anya Deva Tad Viditat. Anyad means pruthak. Anyad means it is different. Different from what? Vidita. Vidita means what? That which is that which becomes the object of your knowledge. That which has become the object of your knowledge, which means you have known it, or kvachit, kinchit, kasyachit viditam. It may become, it may not be known to you, but it may be known to someone else. known by someone else, but still they can pass it on to you. So, in short, what is Vidita is this entire creation. Up and down, all the 14 lokas, the entire Brahmanda falls within this word what? Vidita. It is known by us. And what did the mantra say? What did the mantra say? It is different from the known. What you see, what you can objectify, what is manifest. What is manifest? This effect, all the world. World is an effect. It is vyakta. It is effect. So, when the teacher says this, automatically what happens? What happens? When it is said that Brahman is different from this effect. Brahman is different from whatever is the effect, whatever is manifest, vyakta. It is different, I am using different words. Vyakta, karya. So karya means effect. Vyakta means that which is manifest. The entire creation is vyakta, it is effect, it is objectifiable today or tomorrow by me or someone else. And teacher said, it is different. So automatically what happened? What? Then you may ask, where is the other thing? Other than the world, what is there? See, still one more thing is left out. So world is not Brahman. When we say everything is Brahman, that is for another purpose. We'll talk about this. But because world keeps on changing, every moment it is changing. What changes, what is temporary is Maya. Nama, changing aspect is not Nirguna, Nirakara, permanent Brahman. It keeps on changing. What changes is Maya. What changes is Mithya. So we'll come to that. But by saying this, teacher has very successfully negated the entire world. Which means Brahman is not out there. You follow? Neti. Neti means it is not this, not this. See, in that Nirvana Shatkam, in that entire stotra, in all the verses, in first 3 lines, Bhashikara is negating everything. Mano, Buddhi plus na raga, na dvesha, na tirtham, na mata, na pita, na guru, na shishya, nothing. Guru naiva shishya. So everything is negated, which means whatever is objectifiable and the entire creation falls in that class. Brahman is different from that. It's not that. So when this is said, and if the student is all eyes and ears, is listening very carefully, then one thing is out of his consideration as Brahman. It's not there. If he is sincerely interested in Brahman, automatically by this Vairagya will come. That it's not there. Then why? Then I may perform my duties, I may do my kartavya, but now if I really want to know Brahman, know the truth, know the reality, then I know it very well. It's not there. It's not there. So you stop looking. So in meditation also, if he is trying to see something, it's gone. If he is trying to visualize something, gone. Gone means he will stop doing that. So one by one, teacher is checking out, checklist. Manifest world is not Brahman. Erase it. Then perhaps it is avyakta. Anya deva tad viditat. It is different from the known. Then what is the later part? Atho aviditat adi. Plus it is different from even unknown. Brahman is even different from unknown. So known we have cancelled, known we have negated. It's out of our consideration as Brahman. Now what is avedita? Does not become manifest. As I said, the seed. So the cause of the creation, this creation is effect, and the cause of the creation is unmanifest. The seed is unmanifest, plant is manifest. So now plant is negated. So maybe the seed is the truth. Here it is said, even the seed of the creation, which is avyakta. In other words, Maya. Avyakta is another word for Maya. So Maya is the cause of the creation. Maya itself never becomes manifest. But when you see the creation, you know that the Maya is there. You infer the presence of the cause from the effect. From the effect, we infer the presence of the cause. Plant cannot be without the seed. Similarly, this creation is an effect. And let me tell you, when we say the creation is effect, then everything gets included in this creation. If the entire Saguna Brahman. Saguna Brahman means Brahman or Ishvara with qualities. Qualities means then what all will get negated? Heavens, Brahmaji, Vishnu, Shiva. Means all of them are Ishvara with qualities, with form. They all also have beginning. They are also manifest. So understand this. So this will create a lot of questions. Today in Satsanga there will be many questions. I will be bombarded with questions. But let us understand now first. Whatever names and forms are there comes within the manifest creation. Whatever, however great that name and form may be, however great it finite, all of that is within time, within space, and that is why it is also limited. So Brahman is not that. Brahman or Atma is never manifest that way. Okay, then another possibility is that maybe it is unmanifest. Avyakta. We said that Avyakta is the cause for the Vyakta. But Avyakta today I do not know. Today I don't know Avyakta. But tomorrow when it becomes manifest, I will know it. And at least this much I know. When I see the rose, I know that the seed must be there. So that way I know the seed. Is Brahman like that? Like the seed? Like the cause? Cause of the creation is Avyakta. Avyakta or Maya are all different names for Avyakta. So Brahman is not even Avyakta. It is not even the cause. So in short, by this what has happened? Creation is negated along with its cause. Along with its cause are negated in Neti. Not Brahman is not this, not this, not this. So Maya plus the play of Maya, manifestation of Maya, that is this creation, along with its cause, everything gets negated. See, look at our body. Body is called Sthula Sharira, gross body. Then we also know that there is subtle body. Pranaha, sense organs of knowledge, action, antakarana, all of them comes in the subtle body. So that is manifest. Sthula Sharira is manifest. Sukshma Sharira is also manifest. Karana Sharira is not manifest. Karana, I told you last night that Karana Sharira doesn't mean there is any Sharira. No body, but it means the cause avidya, cause that is avidya or ignorance, which is the cause for the Sukshma Sharira as well as the Sthula Sharira. But now when it is said that Brahman is different from Vyakta, Avyakta, Vidita, Avidita, effect, cause, even here all the three gets negated. Do you understand? Even here the gross body is not Atma, subtle body is not Atma, Karana Sharira also, Karana Sharira means avidya, ignorance, because of which there are desires, and for that subtle body is given. Subtle body is also an instrument, it's given. But when it is said Brahman is different from known as well as unknown, different. Remember this word, mark this word, different. Different from avyaktat atho avyaktat adi. Adi, the meaning of the word adi means superior, upari. Adi means upari. Upari means superior. Just as in a corporate house or anywhere, you know, you have your seniors who are above you. So, upari means anyat. Say, supposing this, there are these things on the table. The pot is on the table. Pot is, yes, on the table, but just when we say pot is on the table, it also means that pot is different from the table. Huh? Upari, it is above. It is on the table, but on the table also signifies that it is different from the table. Similarly, when it is said, say I may say he is my manager, his office is different, he is a very big man, but that means he is upari, he is senior but different from me. So when it is said that Brahman is aviditat adi, it is different from unknown, which means again beyond unknown. Beyond unknown, totally it has nothing to do with unknown also. In short, different from cause and effect. See here, this is real Vedanta. This is the Vedanta, where out and out Satya and Mithya are shown. Mithya is all negated. Until the till then you will look for Brahman there, and it won't serve any purpose. That is why the whole thing has to be negated. So this Vakya, Anya Deva Tad Vidita, different and above from the unknown. Above nahi, but different. Because Upari's meaning here it is given as different, Anyat. It is different from known and unknown. This much is said. Now, Bhashyakara said, now furthermore is clarified about known and unknown. Further clarification is given. Whatever is now, see, mark this. Bhashyakara, this is Bhashyakara's contribution. He says whatever is known, yad viditam, whatever you know will be what? Alpam, martyam, dukkhatmakam. Whatever you know, whatever you see is alpam. Alpam means limited, bound in every way. In the beginning, when you come in contact with a thing, you may be attracted, you may be fascinated, but the more clearly you know it, then you find the limitations. You find it is limited in many ways. And whatever is alpam cannot fulfill my desires, cannot meet with my expectations, because it is limited. That is why people sometimes complain, no? That however hard I try my best to make them happy, but still they always hurt me. Their response is never to the best of the mark with me, which means they do not fulfill my expectations, even though I do that. We would say that, why do you expect? It's not It's not in their capacity to fulfill your expectations. Why? Because things themselves are limited. How can limited ever satisfy you? It can never meet with your expectations. We may blame them, we may complain, but it is limited. Limited can never become limitless. And I will be satisfied only with limitlessness. This is what we said on the first day. Nothing less than limitlessness will satisfy me. This we should know. But this we may not know in the beginning. When we go towards the objects, places, things, people, then we think that this, I like this and it will be fine with me. Wealth, money, relationships, places, things, But as we go closer, what do they manifest? What will be manifest from them? That is not blaming them. This is the fact. We should know the facts sooner or later that it is limited. So Bhashyakara says whatever is manifest, whatever we can see, objectify is alpam. It is limited. And whatever is alpam is martyam. Martyam means time bound. It is going to go away. Was offered by Yamaraja in the third boon. Because in the third boon, he asked for the knowledge of the self. So Yamaraja tempted him. Literally tempted him with so many things. He said, you take all this. Take all these damsels and wealth and you can live as much as you like. You will be with your friends and people. Just enjoy. Nachiketa, he was just not attracted. On his face, there was no change at all. Like a stoic person. He just remained like that. And what was his reply, His reply was, Shvob, he said, looking in the eyes of Yamaraja. He said, Shvobhava martyasya yadanta kaitata. He said, whatever Yamaraja, whatever you are offering me is Shvobhava. Shvobhavaha means it's not going to be there tomorrow. What are you offering me? You are offering me very tempting things, trying to lure me, but I know that they will not remain tomorrow. Shvobhavaha martyasya yadanta. And api sarvendriyanam jarayanti tej. He was offering all comforts and beautiful things and everything. He said, you know this, that when I will enjoy them, they will deplete me. It will deplete the energy of all my sense organs and mind and everything. This is what you are giving me. Api sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejah. Api sarvam jivitam alpameva. Even if you give me very long life, but there will be an end to it. A day will come when there is death for everyone. Even Brahmaji has to leave his position and go. This end is going to be there. So, why are you offering? I don't want it. Ye Bhagavan also says in Gita, Yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkha yonaya evate. Bhagavan says the happiness which is born by the contact of sense organs with the sense objects is dukkha yonihi, is the source of unhappiness. Why? Because adyantavantaha, it has beginning, it has end. Plus, in the process of enjoying them, I will become zero. Why? Because there is so much effort in procuring those things, then holding on to that, and then when the time comes and it goes, I am nothing. Plus, none of the things in this creation, nothing at all, nothing whatsoever, write it down, that it can hold our interest for long. In the beginning, yes, very fascinating. That is why Swamiji like to say this, I am just repeating verbatim. He said, when these two people come together, then they keep on, expressing their feelings for each other. I love you, I love you, I love you, and love you. And then after some time, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you means now we can have space. We need space. This is just the way of putting it. There may be very mature people who can, they live very in harmony with each other. But this is just a way of putting that in course of time, we discover the limitations. When you start living together, when you come close to something, then you realize, oh my God, you are deceiving me, you deceived me. But it is bound to deceive you. Everything is bound. Maya is through and through. Maya is through and through. It is not what it Maya means what. It is not what it appears to be. Maya creates a show. There is nothing real about it. There is nothing real about it. So, this, when one realizes, when one thinks, then you will find that everything, even heavens, wherever there is duality, happiness coming from duality, happiness coming from something that is different from me, will make me dependent, will make me unhappy, and at the end of it, I am nowhere. All my energy, all my time, and so much of investment has gone in this, so much of emotional investment also. If you think of all this, then we find that we have just wasted away our time, wasted away our energy. So, Bhashyakara says that whatever is viditam, whatever is known is alpam, martyam, and therefore dukkhatmakam. It is going to end in unhappiness. One may not speak about this. We don't go about saying people that you made me unhappy. One may not speak it out. One may not express. But in your mind you come to know. In your mind, in your esteem of other things, you come to know. This world is like, now I know everything. In the mind one comes to know. And when you come to know, that thing drops off. That thing drops off from our mind. So it is said, whatever is viditam will be in the end heyam. Heyam means I will give it up. You understand what I am saying? Whatever is known, knowable will be one day heyam. Heyam means I will give it up. If not outside, at least in my mind. When you know a thing very well, and with time we come to know everything. We come to know this, and then it will be given up. Which means I stop looking for happiness in that. However great it may be, even Brahmaloka. In course of time, you get used to everything. When you did not have things, you were attracted. But when you have it, then you lose interest in it. And then you know the other side, the flip side. You come to know the flip side. And then it gets dropped from your mind. So this Bhashyakara is showing us this Siddhanta, that whatever is viditam will become heyam. Okay, then I go for aviditam. In this world I don't find anything. Then I look for aviditam, what I do not know. In that I search. See, this is what our life is. This is exactly, our life is nothing but the story of giving up, picking up. Giving up, let us try this. I gave up that and let me try this. Whatever I do not know, I want to try. Everybody wants to go to USA. But now you know what is the policy. So you want to give that up and now try Dubai. Or Canada. Dubai also now nobody wants to go. Then Canada, Australia, whatever. This is just an example I am giving. What you do not know, now that you want to take up. This was no good friend. He cheated me. Now let me try this one. Then when I come in contact with he or she, this new person, in course of time I come to know that also, that this person has these many limitations. Still we put up is one thing. But viditam will be heyam, alpam, martyam, dukkhatmakam, because it is limited. So in course of time I will give it up, from my mind at least. And then what is not known, I will try to explore. What is not known, there I will explore. Am I right or not? We try to explore new things, new people, new relationships, new places, new objects. Even if a new restaurant comes, I want to go there. Then not old one. New people. So Swamiji used to say, that this fellow wants to divorce this one. And the other person is waiting. Other person is waiting when the divorce is through so that we can unite. Car, anything, I want to sell off this car because lot of maintenance. So, but other person is waiting. He wants this car. So, heyam for me, upadeyam for another one. For us also, I give up one and then I want something different which I have not tried. Our life is story of heyam and upadeyam. Things we give up, new we take up. And that new also, when we come to know, give up. Now next one, next thing. This is how, from beginningless time, our journey is going on. In giving up and acquiring. Giving up, acquiring. Think of this. This is what we do. Life is nothing but giving up and acquiring. Even Devatas, I'll tell you, if I constantly pray to Shiva and he doesn't fulfill my desire, forget him. Now forget him. Now I will go to Hanumanji. Hanumanji is very popular. But then Hanumanji is very smart also. Then he may teach you some lessons also along with that. Then Hanumanji is also given up. Now Devi. Devi has already 18 hands. And she may give 1 or 2. So I will forget that also. This is what we do. Why there are so many Bhagavan in our puja room? So many of them. From each one we are asking something or the other. Not just respecting them. Not just offering flowers. But also some desires are. Sakama bhakti is there. Sakama. Give me this, give me this. So we go to Vishnu for Aishwarya. We go to Shiva for knowledge. We go to Hanumanji for Balam. Then Ganeshji for Vigna, removing my obstacles. Saraswati for knowledge. For different things. And if they stop giving me, forget them. In short, Viditam and Aviditam. Viditam will be heyam. Aviditam will be upadeyam. Upadeyam means I will want something from that. I'll try that. Now what did the Agama Vakya say? What was the Agama Vakya? Tell me. It is right before you. Anya deva tad viditat ato aviditat. Brahman is that which is different from viditam and different from aviditam. Different from viditam means it is not heyam, because viditam is heyam. So if Brahman is different from viditam, then what will happen? It is different from heyam also. Different from aviditam. Aviditam was something upadeyam. I would try to have it. But Brahman is different from aviditam also. So there is no attempt, there will be no attempt on my part to give up Brahman or to acquire. Now who will fall in this category? Brahman is different from Viditam and Aviditam. We have discussed this at great length. Now who is such a thing which cannot be given up also and which cannot be acquired also? Self. Cannot be given up. Cannot be acquired. Not Viditam. Not Aviditam also. You follow? So, by this Vakya, in a brilliant manner, teacher has taught that who is that Brahman, who is Shrotrasya Shrotram? Atma. Atma alone, the self alone, is Shrotrasya Shrotram, and that is Brahman also. Brahman which cannot be given up. Shrotra will go away. Eyes will go away, ears will go away, the entire Sangata will go away, world will also go away, everything will go. But Brahman, the self, is there always, always, all along when we were making the journey. And in that journey, many times we may have become some other species also, not necessarily every time human being. All along, yes, all along, who was there? As Anupadeya and Aheyam Brahman. Brahman was right here, but we never paid attention to this. Now teacher is very brilliantly teaching this. He says, when Heyopadeya Pratishedena, when it is said that Brahman is not even Heyam, not Upadeyam, what it means is Svatmanaha Anya Brahma Vishaya Jignyasa Nivartita. So, in the Shishya's mind, to know Brahman other than oneself, the Jignyasa, see, the Jignyasa or the desire to know Brahman as different from oneself has now gone. Why? Because Brahman is not out there as the effect, not as the cause, plus not, it cannot be given up. It cannot be acquired. Who is it? Who cannot be acquired or given up? Atma, self. So, marvelously, you fall back upon yourself. I am the self, which is not falling in the category of Saguna Brahman, also as Avyakta Brahman, Avyakruta. That is also not. So, this Atma is nothing but that Brahman. So there are Vakyas of the Shruti, Upanishads, other Upanishads. Ayam Atma Brahma. Ayam Atma, Mandukya says, Ayam Atma Brahman. This myself is Brahman. What this Vakya showed us, this Agama Vakya showed us here, is shown in different ways in different Upanishads. But the same Tatparya is found in all the Upanishads. Here Mandukya example, or Mandukya Vakya is given. Ayam Atma Brahman, this my Atma. What can be more clear than this, tell me? Leaves no doubt at all that this my Atma is Brahman. But Atma means not the body. Because when you look upon the body as Atma, then it is not Atma, it is non-self, it is Anatma, it is Viditam. It is Alpam, it is Martyam, it is Dukkhatmakam. So, one gives up that body. So, some people, when they are suffering too much in this life with so many diseases and many, then they tell Ishvara, please take me now. Please take me. I don't want to live. Why? The Atma is lovable. Why won't you? Why do you want to go away? Because that which I consider as I is giving me lot of trouble, is giving me lot of pain. So they don't want to live anymore. So, Yat Sakshad Aparokshad Brahma. There is another Vakya from Bruhadrani. Yat Sakshad Aparo. This Brahman is right here. So teacher has taught about Brahman, which is my very self, as Anya Deva Tad Viditat Atho Aviditat, adi different from known and different also from unknown. How did you, now the question is, how did the teacher come about this, this kind of Vakya? So he is very humble to point out that this is Acharya Upadesha Paramparaya Eva Adhigantavyam. This we have come to know from the Parampara, from the sequence of the teacher and the student. And this knowledge is coming to us in the line of the teachers and the student. And they have taught us in this manner. Now, this is already told, but it's not that easy to accept. questions will remain. So again, teacher sees a doubt on the face of the student, because even though this is told you are Brahman, it is never easy to swallow, never easy to accept. How can I be Brahman? And here teacher has negated the entire creation. Along with the creation, all the devatas have gone, everything is gone. Gone means they are not Brahman. This is what is explicitly shown here. The student doesn't like to accept that. That how can, that means there is no God? That means whom should I now propitiate to? Whom should I worship? You mean to say only I am? So I am the God and I have to worship myself? So what is worshipped is always different from us. This is the doubt in the mind of the student. That Bhagavan, whom we worship, has to be different. It cannot be I. When they say this, when this kind of question arises, still the idea of I is limited to the body only. Along with I, the body doesn't go. Along with I, in the perception of I, still in the student's mind, the perception of I is still limited. How can I be Brahman? In simple words, we can say that his doubt is, how can I be Brahman? Bhagavan has to be different. So what is? We are always ready to bow down to others, but are not ready to see the same greatness in us. So Advaita is that way very challenging. It is challenging. When we say this, we don't mean to disrespect Ishwaras. We don't want to disrespect other gods. They have their own powers and whatever. But I am ready to worship them, but I am not ready to understand this fact that I am Brahman. I means not the body. I keep on repeating this again and again. I means not ahankara. But when ahankara is negated, then what remains is Brahman, and that is the reality, underlying reality of everything. Even devatas also. When Vishnu Bhagavan will say I, and when I say I, that I is same. I of Vishnu Bhagavan, I of Shiva, I of this small person, everywhere I is same. But that requires courage. That requires clarity. That requires, first of all, Shraddha. Shraddha in what? Pramana. Shraddha in Pramana. The valid source of knowledge. First you require Shraddha. Then that you are able to give that benefit of doubt to the Shastra. Because so far I never dreamt that I can be Brahman. This was nobody ever imagines that I am the real thing which I am seeking. You never dream of this. You never imagine. And that when Shastra comes along, scriptures come along and say that what you are seeking is yourself. Brahman is yourself, and rest is all mithya. Rest is all mithya. Mithya means apparent. To understand the profundity of this Vakya is not easy. It's not easy at all. Lot of strength, inner strength and clarity is required. That is why Mundakopanishad says, Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhyah. For weaker people, weaker means where the inner clarity, strength, Shraddha, all of that is not there, to be able to accept and imbibe and own up this Vakya is not possible. People keep on rejecting, doubting, how can I be? All this is bullshit. No, but this requires first step will be Shraddha. Shraddha means even though I don't believe this, I am ready to go along with that. Even though today It is not a matter of my conviction. But still, I am ready to discover. If you don't do this, then how will you ever discover? If you just spurn it, just reject outright wrong. That is what many people did, you know. Foreigners who came here, Max Muller, and they could write and read and, you know, did wonderful research work. But they never accepted that I can be Brahman. God is always different. The reality of Ishvara and I can never be one. So this is not an ordinary thing. For I to know myself as Brahman, what is required? I must give up ahankara. Some giving up is required. What is required? I have to give up that small I. But I am not able to do that because here I am not convinced. So Raman Maharshi ji writes, aham petakam nija vibhanakam, which means aham, we have to give up aham. Unless that snake recedes, how will it find the rope? Snake has to go, then only rope will be found. Let us go to this example. Unless the clay, as long as this one takes itself to be pot, it will never discover that I am the clay everywhere, in all the pots. For the clay here to discover that it is really clay and not the pot limited just to this object, what should go away from the mind of this pot? I am pot, just this pot. That has to go. Or the bangle that we wear, and more than that, the nose ring here is so small. But either she can call herself nose ring so small. I am so small, and see the big necklaces and bangles other people wear. But if she looks at the gold in herself, that if she identifies with gold, then she can very proudly say, I am everywhere. I am everything. But for that, what she needs to give up? Her attachment and a strong belief that I am only the nose ring. That has to be given up. And that calls for strength and conviction. And first Shraddha. First Shraddha in the words of the Shastra. If I have that Shraddha, that is why what Bhagavan says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. When Shraddha, this kind of unquestioning, unswerving Shraddha is there, even though I don't see this, that I am Brahman, even though I don't understand this today, but I am ready to discover, ready to walk with you. Like that, you know, when you are learning swimming, it happens with everyone. When you are you want to learn swimming, and then coach is saying, go now, plunge yourself, go in the waters. But we will doubt him. But will you save me? Because you don't know swimming, so you are not ready to fall in the waters. So that fellow coach keeps on telling us, go, I will take care of you, I will not allow you to drown, go. But he says, no, first promise me that you will save me, then only I will go. Doesn't go. But unless the person goes inside, how will they discover that I am able to swim? Coach will take care. So Shraddha is required. What I am trying to say is this, that Shraddha, then you will discover. But that is needed to give up the aham. Small sense of I needs to be given up. Only then and then one can discover Brahman in oneself. Even though we are not able to accept it. We are not able to accept our own treasure, our own true nature. So this is how it is taught here. Similarly, the same question is around. Teacher is not, or a student is not ready to accept. The doubt is there. That is why teacher comes up with the answer. So the next mantra will be in response to this kind of doubt in the mind of the student, which will be replied by the teacher, which we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
શાંતિ મંત્રની બુક અહીંયા મળે છે.
હા,
34માં પાના પર છે.
એક મિનિટ. Ah, see, this book is available here, Purna Vidya Books. And this is which volume? Puja, third volume. In this, all the Shanti mantras and prayers are given, which we are doing here. India. So you can look into this. It is available in the bookstore.
Swamiji, Hari Om. And this is also another book called All the Shanti Mantras,
Acha, okay.
given in a very easy manner. So these are brought
You
to
can
this-
talk about it.
Yes.
You,
No, you would like to say something about it?
I've not seen, no? Maybe
This
I'll
has
see.
all the
There is
Shanti-
another book of Vedic Shanti mantras.
This
What
has
is-
all the Shanti Mantras of all the Upanishads which we are doing. So even this Keno, Isha, all the books are there. In this we have all the English